Captain James Miller of the survey vessel Endeavour squinted at the massive derelict ship that drifted silently against the backdrop of distant stars. The alien vessel had been spotted 3 weeks ago by an automated relay beacon at the edge of the Oort cloud, and Terran Space Command had scrambled to assemble a team to investigate. Life support readings? James asked, turning to his science officer. None, sir, replied Lisa, her eyes fixed on her console. But there's residual energy emanating from somewhere deep inside. Structure appears to be over 2,000 years old, based on hull degradation patterns. James nodded, feeling the familiar combination of excitement and apprehension that came with first contact scenarios. Even if this particular contact was long dead, humanity had encountered 6 other spacefaring species in the century since achieving faster-than-light travel, but none had technology that diverged significantly from their own evolutionary path. Prepare the boarding team, he ordered. Standard quarantine protocols. 4 hours later, James led a team of 6 specialists through the cavernous interior of the derelict. Their helmet lights swept across alien architecture that seemed to defy conventional engineering. The ship's corridors curved in ways that felt wrong to the human eye, branching and rejoining in patterns that hinted at a completely different understanding of spatial geometry. This doesn't match any known alien design philosophy, whispered Alan, the xenorchaeologist. His voice carried a mix of professional curiosity and childlike wonder. Not even close. The team moved deeper, documenting everything. What they initially thought were decorative patterns along the walls began to pulse with faint bioluminescence when approached. The light followed their movements like a curious animal. It's responding to us, said Maria, the exobiologist. But I don't think it's sentient. More like a reflex. Their explorations led them to what appeared to be the ship's core, a spherical chamber 50 meters across. In the center floated a crystalline structure that defied description, shifting and folding in on itself in impossible ways. That's the energy source, Lisa confirmed, checking her scanner. But it's strange. It's not radiating heat or any electromagnetic frequency we can properly measure. Alan approached the structure cautiously. I think this is a data storage medium, but fundamentally different from anything we've ever developed. Can we access it? James asked. Not with our current technology, Alan replied. We'd need to bring it back to Earth. The retrieval operation took 3 days. Earth's greatest scientific minds were assembled before the crystalline artifact even arrived. Global tensions were temporarily set aside as nations pooled resources to understand what might be humanity's greatest discovery. Dr. Thomas Reich, leading the international research team, discovered that the crystal responded to focused thought patterns. It wasn't telepathy exactly, more like the crystal existed partially in another dimension where consciousness and matter weren't entirely separate concepts. 6 months of relentless work led to a breakthrough. The crystal contained the complete knowledge base of a civilization that had existed 12 million years ago, a species that had evolved not from competition, but from symbiosis, resulting in a fundamentally different approach to science and technology. They didn't think like us, Dr. Wright explained to the United Nations Assembly. They didn't separate energy from matter or mind from body or technology from biology. Everything was connected for them. The knowledge within transformed human understanding overnight. Medical science advanced decades and months as researchers unraveled the principles of cellular regeneration. Physicists reformulated their understanding of quantum mechanics, opening pathways to technologies previously deemed impossible. But the most profound discovery came from the historical records. The crystal's creators, referred to simply as the precursors in human documentation, had seeded the galaxy with life. Earth itself was one of their experimental worlds, though they had vanished long before humans evolved. More startling was the revelation that the precursors had fled our galaxy entirely, escaping some imminent catastrophe they calculated would arrive in approximately 14 million years from their time. 2 million years from humanity's present. The derelict wasn't a shipwreck. It was a warning buoy left behind to alert any species that achieved sufficient technological advancement. Global priorities shifted. Centuries-old conflicts suddenly seemed petty in the face of cosmic extinction. The nations of Earth united under the imperative of survival, applying the precursor's knowledge to prepare for the coming storm. Within 50 years, human civilization had transformed. Interstellar colonies flourished as expansion became a hedge against extinction. New technologies allowed sustainable living both on Earth and among the stars. The understanding gained from the crystal elevated humanity beyond its adolescent struggles. A century after discovering the derelict, humans launched their own warning beacons toward neighboring galaxies. Each contained humanity's complete knowledge, culture, and history, along with the precursor's original warning, enhanced by human insights. The nature of the coming catastrophe remained unclear, perhaps a gamma-ray burst, or a dimensional rift, or something beyond current comprehension. But humanity now had a fighting chance. Captain Miller, long since retired, sat on his porch overlooking the Pacific Ocean. News reports detailed the latest breakthrough in gravitational shielding, another technology derived from the crystal's knowledge. He smiled, remembering that day aboard the derelict when everything changed. Humans had turned an abandoned space wreck into the greatest discovery in history, and in doing so, perhaps ensured that history itself would continue. The universe had left humanity a note, and humanity had not only read it but responded in kind. Whatever cosmic threat awaited, it would face not just one species, but the collective determination of all who heeded the warning. Precursors and humans, separated by millions of years, united by a shared will to survive.